Hello everyone, and welcome to a solo GAC venture. I'm going to do another tier list. I enjoyed doing the football one, it was quite fun. Really massive. Oof, that took a lot longer than I anticipated. So if you've not seen it, I've ranked all the best current footballers, or the ones that people consider the best current footballers, and I've ranked them all. And now we're here for regular GAC, so I'm going to do Arnold Schwarzenegger films. Much shorter than the football one. This won't take me too long, and it's just going to be a bit of fun. But I'm a big Arnold Schwarzenegger fan. I love his films. I've definitely watched majority of them, so there shouldn't be too many that I've not seen. And I've gone onto this tier maker website or whatever it's called, and there's already a pre-made one. So let's go through the Arnie films and I'll rank them. And there might be the odd quote or two that comes out because I can't help myself. But let's start with Red Heat. I've only seen Red Heat the once. It was a few years back. I think it's the one where he plays like a Russian commando or something like that. With Thingy Belushi. Is it John Belushi? It's good. It's good. It's definitely not S rank. It's not one of his best. I think it's easy B. Just because, that's just sort of a starting point at the minute. I might shift things around. But yeah, it's good enough. I do kind of get it mixed up with Raw Deal sometimes. I think because of the names being so similar. Yeah. No, B's fine. It's all right. It's a decent enough action flick. But yeah, not one of his biggest standouts. Red Sonja, I don't remember much of Red Sonja, so I'll put that in can't remember. I know it does get panned though. I think it's a spin-off of Conan. Junior, I didn't like the idea of Junior when I was growing up. Arnold Schwarzenegger getting pregnant and stuff. It's just sort of like, I'm used to this guy being the Terminator and being back and stuff. But Arnold Schwarzenegger pregnant. But I watched it again for the first time in Donkeys last year. It's so good. It's such a good film. It's A for me. It's an A rank Arnold Schwarzenegger film. Oh boy, Batman and Robin. Oh, the film is absolute terrible. Saved slightly only by Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze, who just comes out with a freeze ice joke quip every 2 seconds. I don't want to put it in trash because do you know what, when a film's so bad that it's quite entertaining, that's what Batman and Robin is for me. It has to be trash though. It has to be. They really. Oh, it's not great. Terminator 2 Judgment Day is an obvious one. This will please Arth because we always have an argument between Terminator 1 and Terminator 2. But Terminator 2 is easily S rank. Is outstanding action film. Just go watch Terminator 2. If you like action films and you've not watched Terminator 2, there's something wrong with you. Unbelievable. But I'll explain more about mine and Arth's disagreement, which will come up in GAC in future when we get to T1. But that Terminator Genesis, for me, belongs in the trash. It was not a good film. It was not great at all. So bad to the point that I didn't even bother with the one that came after that because I don't care. They killed Terminator after Terminator 2. Every Terminator post Terminator 2 has not been good, in my opinion. Kindergarten Cop, amazing. Easy A rank. It's not elite Arnold Schwarzenegger, but it is it is top stuff. Very easy to watch. I would also say the same for Jingle All the Way, one of my favorite Christmas films. It's just such an easy film to watch, especially Christmas time. Light-hearted, funny. Arnold Schwarzenegger is such an underrated actor. Not that he deserves an Oscar for anything he's done, but I think people don't give him the credit he deserves as an actor. Killing Gunther. Don't think I've heard of this one. Is it one of his more recent ones? So I'll put that there. The Sixth Day. I may have watched The Sixth Day once, many moons ago. I think it came out in 2000, didn't it? So maybe around then I might have watched it. But it is probably, for me, remembered for having one of his best one-liners, where he tells someone to go clone himself so he can go fuck himself. It's awesome, and he delivers it so well. So for that, I'll put it in B, only because I don't really remember it much, but that one-liner, I absolutely love it.
You should clone yourself. Why's that? So you can go fuck yourself.
Terminator 3, it's not trash, but it's not great either. It's where they started taking the piss out of Terminator a little bit, and I'm not a big fan. Maggie is actually quite a decent film. I've only seen it the once. I went through a bit of a phase a few years ago where I was just buying all of Schwarzenegger's films that were on Blu-ray. And Maggie was one of them, and I'd never heard of it. But it's Abigail Breslin, or whatever she's called. The Little Miss Sunshine girl. And she plays his daughter who's becoming a zombie or something. I think it's quite a downer film. I don't remember much about it, but I remember really enjoying it. And it's well worth a watch. If you just want to watch an Arnie film, I tell you maybe avoid Maggie or leave that until the end, because it's different to most other Arnie films. But Maggie's a B. It's a solid B. It's fine. It's a good enough film. Sabotage. Oosh, didn't really enjoy Sabotage, going to be honest. It's not very often I'm bored watching an Arnie film, so for that reason I'll put it in trash. I've not heard of Aftermath, so I might have to check out some of these that I've not heard of. Is that Conan the Destroyer? No, that might be Barbarian. I was never huge on Conan, and it was very early Arnie. It's a bit cringe to watch. Bless him when his accent was super strong. But can't deny the power of Conan, so Barbarian easily B. Running Man is S rank. It's S rank Arnie film. Running Man is outstanding. A little bit dated now, but if you're like me and you're not asked about things looking a bit dodgy on the screen, you're a big fan of the 80s films, and Running Man's phenomenal. The Hunger Games before Hunger Games, this is the proper Hunger Games film. Sod the Hunger Games. Don't watch that rubbish. Watch The Running Man with Arnie and Jesse the Body Ventura. Twins is really good. I really like Twins. They're supposedly making a sequel called Triplets with Eddie Murphy. Make of that what you will. But, I love Eddie Murphy, so I hope it does happen. I hope it works. Twins is really good. I'd say high-end B. Oh, I'm thinking Junior should be around the same as Twins, Low-end A. Low-end A. Twins and Junior, very similar. Might even be made by the same people, and they've both got Danny DeVito as well. But yeah, Twins, you can't fail with Twins. Easy to watch. Good film. Escape Plan with Stallone was surprisingly good. I'd put it in B, because you finally got that sort of Arnie and Stallone mashup that you've been wanting properly for years, because you kind of got a little smidgen of it in the Expendables, didn't you? But this is where these are the only two leads in the film, and yeah, it's a good film. It's well worth a watch. Conan Destroyer, I'll put it B. Again, I'm not a huge Conan guy. If I went back and watched it, I might enjoy it, but I bet they are quite dated now as well. Expendables 2 was okay. I think it would be B. I'm not a huge fan of the Expendables films. I like the idea of them. Obviously, big pile-up of these macho action heroes of the past and that. It's really cool. But, yeah, it's alright. Last Action Hero. I do really like Last Action Hero. He does ask that guy, you ever want to be a farmer? Here's a couple of acres, and then he kicks him in the balls and he goes flying. It's really funny.
You want to be a farmer? Here's a couple of acres.
And it's got Charles Dance in it, who's a legend. So yeah, I'll put it in A tier. First Expendables. Expendables all go in B for me. There's just nothing special about them. Well, there's obviously so much special about them, but I think they were kind of a missed opportunity. Last Stand was surprisingly good. I think it was his first film he did after being governor of California, when he'd finished up with politics and that. And this is the first film he did with Johnny Knoxville, who's actually really funny in it. The entire, to be fair, the entire sort of supporting cast are good in it. And Arnie's Arnie, isn't he? So, I'm the sheriff. Yeah, it's all right. A B. It can go in B. Expendables 3, you can join the other Expendables. Eraser, really good. A little bit dated now. Quite dated now, maybe. But the enormous gun in it, which is like, I think, the sort of main plot point of the film is, you know, wielding James Caan wanting this huge gun or something. It plays a big part of the film anyway, this gun, but it is a bonkers gun, and it's really cool. Kind of like the BFG in Doom, but like the Arnie version. Really good. It's probably another one that's B. It could be low end A. Low end A. No, I did enjoy Eraser, to be fair. So this is the Terminator I've not seen because Genesis was so horrendous. So I've just not even bothered watching the next Terminator. It just pains me. It pains me that Arnie's coming back to do them all as well, because they're just not great. Is Raw Iron Pumping Iron? We're going to say it's Pumping Iron because there's no Pumping Iron in this list. Pumping Iron's amazing. It's such a good film. Documentary thing with Lou Ferrigno as well. Mr. Olympia and all that. Really good. It's well worth a watch. Predator, easy, S. That's the top end of S. There's probably only one or two others that can go higher than Predator for me. Easily. I'd easily say it's probably my third favourite Arnie film. Predator's such an amazing film. Easy to watch. Sort of Arnie sort of delving slightly into horror of the 80s, because you had the big monster in it, but yeah, amazing. Collateral Damage, C. It was alright. I was a bit disappointed in it. I remember that. Doesn't he play like a firefighter or something in it? And I don't want to say he's a bit of a pansy in it, but he's just not the grizzled Arnie that you expect in the films. Terminator 1, that's right. It's ahead of Terminator 2. Terminator 1 is superior Terminator. I'm sorry, but we'll leave it at this. I tell Arth all the time, you cannot have the Terminator being a good guy in a film. He's a Terminator, okay? He's there to terminate, to kill everything. And he's obviously didn't do very good at his job in Terminator 1 because he's supposed to kill Sarah Connor. To be fair to me, he goes through 2 or 3 Sarah Connors. Spoilers. But he's stopped by Kyle Reese, isn't he? Kyle Reese is a Terminator killer of the future. But Terminator 1 is superior Terminator for me. In T2, they should rename him the Protectinator because he doesn't do much terminating, to be honest. But I bloody love the first Terminator. It's outstanding. Raw Deal. Okay, this is where I got a little mixed up before with Red Heat. I've only seen Raw Deal once, but I do really remember enjoying it, and I would happily put it in A, low end A. I probably need to watch it again, but it was never one that we owned. You know, we owned a lot of Arnie videos and stuff when I was younger, between, you know, my parents and my nan and my granddad and my uncle and that. We all owned different Arnie films, but Raw Deal was one that no one had, so I've only been able to watch it the last few years. But I remember really enjoying it. It's well worth a watch. End of Days is basically Arnold Schwarzenegger versus Satan, and it is as amazing as it sounds. It's the one where he tells someone, "Don't be such a pussy." It's really funny.
Stop being such a pussy! Fucking shot me! Just a scratch!
It's decent. It's a decent horror film. I really like it because I really like Arnie. High end B, low end A. Low end A. Low end A. It's End of Days. It's awesome, isn't it? True Lies. Oosh. I love True Lies. Does it go in S or high A? I love True Lies. No, it's S tier for me. It's S rank. It's top. Total Recall is top A, not quite S. Only because when you watch it now, it's quite dated. Especially when he's pulling that thing from out of his nose, and you can obviously tell it's a big prosthetic looking Arnie thing, and it's really dodgy. A lot of the effects in that are quite dodgy in it. But it's just a bit batty as well. It's obviously a bit batty. It's far superior to the remake that they did with Colin Farrell a few years ago. That's shocking. Don't watch that. And we're on the last one. And last but not least, this is my favourite Arnold Schwarzenegger film. It is the easiest one to watch. It's full of one-liners. It's Commando. It's my favourite Arnold Schwarzenegger film. It's possibly my favourite action film of all time, up there with John Wick. I love Commando. Commando is Arnie's best film, and I encourage everyone to go out and watch Commando if you've not seen it before. It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. It's Arnie being Arnie, and he's got to save his daughter. It's great. Yeah, that's that. That's my ranking list of the main films of Arnold Schwarzenegger. So, and there's not many, so I can go through them. So we'll start at the bottom. So ones I haven't seen or can't remember. So I can't remember much of Red Sonja. I've not really heard of Killing Gunther or Aftermath. And the new Terminator, I refuse to watch it. Because of what's in the trash is Terminator Genesis, Sabotage, and Batman and Robin. Batman and Robin teeters in C and trash. It's not a great Batman film. In terms of a Batman film, it's trash. But if you just want something dodgy to put on to just have a bit of a laugh with, it's alright because it's so bad that it's quite funny. C ranking, Terminator 3, it's alright. They did the woman Terminator thing. She's quite cool in it. Bit of a drip. Arnie's just, yeah, it's on the decline after 1 for me. 1 is phenomenal. 2's superb. 3 is rightfully in the C category. Collateral Damage is alright. It's not one of Arnie's best. And then B, you've got The Last Stand. Last Stand sort of teeters with C. It's a good film, but it's enjoyable enough to be in B. Escape Plan's surprisingly good. The Sixth Day, he tells someone to go clone himself so he can go fuck himself. That deserves a spot in the B rank, if not higher. Red Heat is decent. I think from what I remember, the film where he's got the Russian accent, which is this one, wasn't one of his best, but it's alright. Maggie's surprisingly good. Well worth a watch. The Conans are the Conans, they're iconic. And the Expendables are rightfully in B. They're alright. A-Class, Total Recall, easy A. Kindergarten Cop, easy A. Good family film. Jingle All the Way, one of my favourite Christmas films. Junior, easy to watch film. Twins, the same. Those two are so similar that and they're both really good. Last Action Hero, top film. Eraser, I really need to watch Eraser again, but it's easily A-Class. But I just don't remember much of it. I just remember enjoying it. Pumping Iron, very interesting to watch. Good insight into the Mr. Olympia thing back in the day. Raw Deal, really good. End of Days, really good. He fights Satan. That Arnold Schwarzenegger versus Satan. I know who my money's on. Well, I've seen the film. And then S rank. And when I put them in this order, I'd do that actually. So S rank in this order, starting with the lowest, True Lies, phenomenal. Jamie Lee Curtis as well. She's awesome. Terminator 2 Judgment Day, one of the best action films of all time. Easily. It's just not as good as the first. Sorry, guys. The Running Man is probably the best film based on a game show, which doesn't exist and hopefully never will exist because it's a horrible game show. Predator, outstanding. One of my favourite films of all time. And the Predator is just one of the coolest enemies of all time. In design and everything. It's just so cool. Terminator, far superior to Terminator 2. Very sorry, but he actually terminates things in it, which is what his job is. It's also the film where he coined I'll be back.
I'll be back.
And then my personal favourite, Commando. I love Commando. Commando's such an easy action film to watch. I could easily just finish this video and go and watch it now. I might even do that, because I love Arnie. But yeah, that's my ranking. So if you want to do your own, do your own. I'll leave a link in the description for you to have a go at this one and send it over, either through Instagram or Twitter or whatever, however you send things. Just send it to Gak. Let us know what your Arnold Schwarzenegger tier list is. And, maybe we'll do some more in the future when I've got the other two back. So let me know what you think of this video, and maybe we'll do some more. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. We need to keep Gak going. So let's get that support, and let's get some more videos out there. And just let us know what you want us to do. And I'll see you when I see you all. Hopefully with the other two with me next time. Ta-da.